giving nothing. And now you don't have to worry about your makeup separating anymore. If your makeup is separating, it's more than likely because of excessive oils. And I'm gonna show you how to completely fix that for good. If you find this video helpful, give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell so you never miss a future upload. Okay, let's get into it. So proper skin prep actually starts way before you even apply your makeup. It actually starts with your skincare routine. And if your makeup is separating, your skincare routine could be one of the culprits. As an oily skin girl, it's important that I use products that aren't going to create more oils for me. To clean my face, I love to go in with a Neutrogena oil-free acne wash. This acne wash has salicylic acid, which is an acne treatment which helps eliminate oil to fight acne. And if you have oily skin like I do, you know how easy it is for us to get acne because of the constant secretions from the oil in our skin. It's also designed to help prevent future breakouts without over drying your skin, which is amazing because even though we are oily skin girlies, we still have to make sure that our skin is not overly oily, but not extremely dry. All skin needs to be moisturized, okay? We're trying to keep our skin very youthful and very, very healthy. Also, not to mention, I love this wash because it just gives me a beautiful glow afterwards. This cleanser is also really good at unclogging pores too. So think of like your blemishes and your blackheads. It's so good. This cleanser is lightly scented. So for people who can't handle the scent or feel like it's a bit much, I just wanted to give you that FYI. I personally don't have a problem with it. To me, it gives me a nice morning burst when I first wake up because it smells so good. But just in case for people who do have overly sensitive skin and can't take the fragrances, this does have a light fragrance. Well, another thing I really love about this cleanser is that it's actually good for adults and teen faces. So it's like a versatile choice for all age groups. So you don't have to worry about like, oh, is this for more mature or for younger? No, it's suitable for all age groups. I love to use the Oil Control Moisturizing Gel Cream by CeraVe. It's a lightweight moisturizer that not only controls the oils of your skin, but it also hydrates. So you get the best of both worlds. So instead of having to use two different moisturizers, this is literally a 2-in-1. Not to mention, it actually controls the shine too. So you get like this non-greasy kind of matte finish, but you're not left feeling like your skin is dry. And I love to use this right before I do my makeup because this is where the prep starts. And after further looking into this moisturizer, not only is it good for oily skin, it's actually really good for combination skin too. Now that our skincare routine is finished, this is another important factor that most people neglect to do or end up doing, and this is the downfall of their makeup. Do not jump right into doing your makeup. Let this skincare routine soak into your skin. Give it between 2 to 5 minutes. So realistically, go prep your makeup station or wherever you're gonna do your makeup at before you even sit down and put a brush to your face. Prep. So by the time you're done, you're actually ready. Your skin is ready because it has drank all the nutrients and goodness of your skincare routine. Give your skin time. Now, speaking of prepping, I have everything laid out in front of me. I already did my brows off camera, so let's go ahead and get into the makeup prep now. As an extra added layer, I always go in with a matte makeup primer before I put any makeup on my face. And specifically here, I am using the e.l.f. Power Grip Matte Primer. And what I like to do is apply a generous amount to my face and really focus this primer in where my T-zones are, because those points of my face are the ones that typically get the oiliest. And if that's you, I suggest you do the same. And specifically for this video, I'm really gonna go into my nose because my nose, oh, she shines. And once we rub her on, we're going to press her in so we can activate that primer. And to know if that primer is activated, if it sticks, you're good to go. I'm also going to go in with a soft matte makeup foundation. So another reason why your makeup is probably separating, not only just in your nose, but in other areas, is because you're applying way too much makeup. This is 2 pumps of foundation. I'm going to put it on the back of my hand. I'm going to take my foundation brush and I'm going to work that product into the brush. And doing this just ensures that you're applying a nice thin layer to your face without overdoing it, because our makeup is already going to cling to this primer. You doing this just ensures that you're using enough and not overly using, which aids in your oils being excessive. So if you're using full coverage products and using like 5 pumps, girl, realistically, even 3 pumps is overdoing it. If it's really full coverage, you don't need a lot. Also, another good tip too, when you are applying your foundation, do the leftover method, which is whatever is on your brush, just use that to apply to your nose, because applying the product directly to your nose is also what's aiding in that separation. It's just too much product on this small area. So typically after I go in with a soft matte product, I do not mind my concealers being hydrating, only because all of the matte products that we just used. And I find that the Sephora Best Skin Ever concealers are the best one to go into because they are hydrating, but they have this consistency once they dry down, it gets a little tacky. It's not a soft matte, it's a natural finish, but it gives the illusion of dewy skin without the oils. Right now in the comments, tell me what your current makeup primer is. If you're combination skin, let me know what primer you use. If you're dry skin, let me know what primer you use. And if you're oily skin, let me know what primer you use. And we can talk about whether or not that's the best formula for you and your skin type. For our setting spray, I swear by the L'Oreal Infallible Setting Spray. To me, if you want your makeup to stick all day, use this. I've never seen my makeup separate after using the setting spray either. So another fact too, if you are using a beauty blender or a brush to blend your makeup, always use patting motions, because when you swipe, you're swiping away, which will literally move the product under whatever beauty tool you're using. Now, specifically, if you are using a beauty blender, if your beauty blender is way too wet, it's literally acting like a sponge does when you clean your kitchen. It's going to wipe away, move away. It's going to take that product up. So you need to always make sure your beauty blender is damp, and then you're always using pressing, dabbing motions to blend out your makeup. Pressing helps the makeup actually grip to your skin rather than dragging and pulling the makeup away. And that's another thing too. Let me know in the comments if you are a brush girly or if you are a sponge girly. And if so, if you're a brush girly, let me know what your current brush is that you use to blend out your concealer. Or do you just use one brush for everything? And if you're a sponge girly, are you making sure that beauty blender is damp, or are you just going in and using the dry sponge? Because if so, girl, you're breaking so many makeup laws. Now, another thing I actually recommend doing, I didn't do it this time only because I stopped doing it a while ago, but I do recommend, if you are still worried about your nose getting oily, take some setting powder, rub it on the back of your hand, because that makes sure that the product is nice and even on the brush and your sponge, and lightly press it onto your nose. You can do this before applying your foundation too. This just acts as a double layer. I found that this is a really, really good hack that I used to do years ago, but once you really understand that it's more so about your prep and how much product you're using, you shouldn't see these same issues anymore. Okay, now that I have that said, I actually wanted to show y'all another thing. So I am a girly who sweats on her top lip. That means when too much makeup is there, or if I get overly hot, I start sweating. And makeup will separate if you go in to try to blend over that. No, the best thing I learned is that when you have any perspiration anywhere on your face, this is what you want to do. Take something to fan your face off with and make sure that whatever is perspirating on your face is dried down. Afterwards, take your beauty blender and lightly tap that spot. Mind you, I didn't even put powder there first. So if you see any perspiration like that, do this first, because if you go to add a powder, it's going to separate. And that powder is also going to cling to those wet spots and it's going to look cakey. And now I could freely set my top lip without worrying about it separating or looking chunky and clunky because of that perspiration on my top. And now our makeup is finished. So let's do a quick recap. Your skincare needs to have the right products to ensure that your oils are being taken care of. Not just your oils, but your skin is being taken care of, because your makeup application is only as good as the skin is underneath it. Also, do not jump straight in to going to go do your makeup. Let those products set in. Let your skin drink up all of that good stuff, so when it's time to do your makeup, your skin is ready and prepared to take on all the other products you're going to be using on your face for the day. Wherever your problem area is, target that area with some mattifying products. Or if your skin is very dry in that area, make sure to give that area of your face a little more hydration than the rest, because you know it's going to get dried up. Because even with dried makeup, then you have to deal with flaky skin and flaky makeup. Use the leftover method, okay? You don't have to go in and directly apply product to your nose. Whatever is left over on that brush, use that. And that goes for a lot of stuff. Even when you're marrying your products together, you don't need to go in with more makeup. Use what's on that brush, especially if they're full coverage. It goes a long way. Whether you're using a brush or damp beauty blender, don't swipe, always press, pat, pounce, whatever you call it. Just don't swipe, don't drag. That also eliminates streaks, because that swiping and dragging will have streaks on your makeup. And like I said, for my oily skin girlies out here, you can always use your translucent powder before you apply your makeup and afterwards. Meaning after you go on with the primer, take a light layer of your setting powder, put it over your nose, then do your makeup like regular. And then do it one more time. If you follow these steps, I promise you, you'll see a major change, not only in your makeup no longer separating, but the longevity of how long your makeup will last. And just because you guys know I will never steer you wrong, let's do our tissue test, especially as an oily skin girl whose nose gets really oily. So this is clean tissue. We're gonna pat on our nose, we're gonna pat on our cheek, we're gonna pat over here, and we're gonna pat up here. Still giving nothing, and that's exactly what we want. And as you can see, our nose is not separating anywhere. We have a flawless finish, we have makeup that's not going to go anywhere, and now you don't have to worry about your makeup separating anymore. That is everything for today. If this video helped, please give this video a thumbs up. Not only that, don't forget to subscribe, because I love to hear from you guys. If you have any other problem areas with your makeup, let your homegirl know, because we're gonna get down to it, to the science of it all. Also, I'm gonna leave you guys with the questions I believe I asked you in the beginning too. What type of products are you using on your current skin type? Is it matte? Is it hydrating? Are you using liquids? Are you using creams? And what does your skincare routine look like before you apply your makeup? I read every single comment, I reply to every single comment, and I love hearing from you all. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss any future uploads. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, girl.